Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, it's come loose. Nicely weighted ball. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Not the most accurate pass. And he's in on goal. Real chance! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And that could set him on his way. Decent hit! And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Brazil clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go...
Can he put it away? No mistake! And again they hit the front.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when...
And Del Piero! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Del Piero deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Gets his pass away. Ball is over the line. And he was alert to it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Stoichkov, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Played back in. Khan can claim that. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cafu. And it's Owen. Perez. Great work on the overlap.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's being shifted off it. And here's Stoichkov! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Stoichkov. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Brazil really could have done without this. To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Cafu. And here's Stoich. Can he finish? Oh, this looks sharp.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. That's a nicely measured pass. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Now it's Del Piero. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Is there any support? He might not need it. Messi. And here's the chance to counter. And he's lost his man here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, no joy this time. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Well, played right into his path. Nice control. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he was quick to react. Rodri. He's a shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Played out towards the right wing. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos sua colaboração com nosso programa beneficente. Chance no futebol.
And we're off again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Perez. He's in, surely! Kimmich did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
It's Neymar! Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri, oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Del Piero. Pass is just off target. Khan punts it upfield. Davis kept his eye on it, and he's there. Perez. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Perez. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Messi.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's well spotted. Ruben Diaz. He's got away. Del Piero! It's in! Back to within one! Interesting! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Perez. Now the ball's gone astray. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri. Davis spots it and intercepts. Skims one in. Kimmich gets good distance on it.
Brazil may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And here's Stoichkov, and the finish! Roberto Carlos.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Spread neatly.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
It's a quick ball upfield. Back into the middle. And it's Owen. And he welcomes it in. Stoichkov. And Stoichkov! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Corner number 2 then.
Camisa 11, camisa 18, camisa 24.
He's got the shot away!
Camisa 7.
Cleared without complication.
Campo para a entrada de camisa 10. Ronaldinho.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Camisa 19.
And that has left him in a heap.
Neymar.
Perez.
Camisa 15.
Perez!
Substituição
Well seen. Saw that come. And again! And again! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
He's dealt with that really well.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that,
He
please.
gets big! Sticks it away! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And he's done it again. And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rodri. Pedri! He's got a goal! What a climax we have here! Complete awareness, he understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, I'd like to praise a nicely constructed move and goal, but it's hard to see past the many defensive frailties on view there. It was a shambolic attempt to deal with that last attack, it really was.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Brazil give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. How do you look back on the game then? Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibel spared in this collective chorus. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Thuram cuts out the pass. Back into the middle.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable... Bale! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Messi. And that's put paid to a promising move. Got a shot away! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That looks a cracking ball. And Del Piero! Goal! Brazil! There is the breakthrough!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Poland finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That is a great pick out. Del Piero, and the shot! It's a goal! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely match.
Shapes to shoot. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Brazil have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Yamal. Luis Suarez. Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Now that is commitment to the cause. Poland with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Danger averted for now. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Good read, needed to be. He can get that clear. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Messi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Has a look and place it forward. Del Piero. And Cruyff! And it's there! And surely that settles it. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And they can counter here. Seedorf.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto.
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Maldini calmly anticipates. And that's put paid to a promising move. Just eases him off the ball. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And they're not going to make any further progress now. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Davis. Van Bouten. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Rummenigge. Seedorf.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Bellingham. Well, that is one way to stop him. Bellingham is fouled. There's a quick free kick. Rummenigge. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Costa Curta. Interesting ball. He's in plenty of space here. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception, well timed. Schmeichel gets rid without sophistication.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Seedorf.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Seedorf. Spread neatly. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, no joy this time. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery.
Can he finish? We're going to be quick to recover this. Rummenigge stood up well to him there. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Rummenigge. And here's Schneider. Schneider stood his ground strongly. Costa Curta. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's a shade optimistic. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That looks a cracking ball. A lot of... Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution.
And there's the end of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Brazil having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Brazil carrying a one-goal lead. Always onto this. That's a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Bellingham. Distributed tidily. Messi.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those breaking passes just to spread the play.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that is as far as they're going to go. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Maldini cuts out the pass. The message is clear, none shall pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, he's done very well to take that back. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
That has been knocked clear.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Schmeichel looking to stare down to unsettle the taker.
Substituição.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh, truly brave defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he's...
Torres! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Del Piero. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's been cut out, well played. That's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. Goes forward. Messi might just make this. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
And we have our very first corner.
Camisa 18, camisa 24, camisa 11, camisa 7. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 14.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Camisa 10. Ronaldinho.
And it's Messi.
Camisa 15.
Back into the middle. Passes short and sharp. Oh, that's an inviting ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. He can get that clear. Maldini. That's really well manoeuvred. Well read, nice interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Mbappe. And here's Giroud. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Messi. And here's Giroud. And here's Giroud. Oh, super find. Big chance! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And that is his 50th goal for this, his current club. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
A case now of complete control. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Maldini cuts it out. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And here's Giroud. Messi. There's the hit! It's anyone's ball now. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an...